Hey everyone, we're here for our third and final Bump in the Dark session of this run. Set in Silent Falls, um, playing How the Light Gets In, which is a hunt by Jex Thomas, who also wrote the game. My name's Dana, my pronouns are he, him. Yeah, let's get intros from our players and their characters in character keeper order. So I guess Kate, you're up first.
Oh God, I forget I'm first always. Hi, I'm Kay of the She and They Variety, and I am playing Julian Montanaro Jr. Victor, goes by his middle name. He is our defector. He's kind of went down a hole and came back a little different. And oh yeah, 10 years went by and he didn't change. And things are a little timey-wimey, wibbly-wambly, but it's fine. It'll be fine. He's great. He totally understands humans and is human.
Totally.
Last time he went on an interesting car ride with Enoch Briarwood, where we found out that they had very similar stuffies for some reason. Who knows why? But when Victor was growing up, he had a stuffy just like the one that Enoch happens to have from his youth. Who'da thunk?
But
Uh, G'day, I'm Blake. I'm playing Elias. Him, who's the Raven investigator type, kind of new kid on the block compared to everybody else. He's only been in town for 3 years, but yeah. And last time, I think he was left in the library doing research in the occult section and stuff.
you found a very interesting contract in the back of a book. Awesome. Mark.
Hi, I'm Mark. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Jemma Holwell, who is using she, her pronouns. Um, and Jemma is the shield for the group. Um, we are getting close to solving this mystery, and we're going to do it. We're going to solve this hunt today because it's our last session. Um, but yeah, the clue, I was with Elias when we found that clue, the contract signed in blood. But outside the library, a group of Pentecostal agitators from nearby city Collinswood have arrived via bus to complain about the occult books that are kept in the public library here in Silent Falls. And the leader, or one of the leaders of this group, is Little G. Broussard, young Giles Broussard of the creepy Broussards here in town.
Okay. And finally, Jose.
Hey everybody, my name's Jose, and my pronouns are he and him, and I'm playing Enoch Briarwood of the infamous and well-regarded, of course, Briarwoods of Silent Falls. Um, uh, Enoch is playing is the Unshaped playbook, or that's the playbook he goes by, which means he's always in over his head. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he's up to his neck in supernatural phenomena that seem to swirl about him. And he seems to be holding his own at the moment. He hasn't lost it completely. Um, I can't remember last time was the mine excursion the time before that, or that was that last time?
That was last time, yeah.
That was last time. Okay, so yeah, so last time there was these there was a venture into the mine from an alternative entrance. And Enoch, I remember, got covered in a black slime at one point, a mysterious black slime that everyone was quite nervous about, Enoch included. And we also encountered some skulls that were arranged in a pyramid of some sort. One of them seemed to be talking to Enoch, and it was talking in some kind of 17th century French
Hmm.
that Enoch doesn't speak, I believe. And we don't know exactly what it was saying, but something mysterious and portentous, right? And after that, when the group regrouped at the dripping dagger. There was a sleepover. Julian slept over, right? We're not sure whether, I'm sorry, Victor, but we're not sure whether Victor actually slept or not. But in the morning, Enoch offered to give Victor a ride back to his place, since I believe Victor has been a little AWOL from the Montero compound, mansion, whatever it is. And as we pulled up, I believe we had an interaction with Philip Richard, Jack Montero's fixer, I believe, who was, yeah, trying to bully us around since we're young kids, or actually, Victor looks young, and Enoch is young. And I think Enoch and Victor spilled a lot of dirt to Philip, almost in a teasing manner, but also just to try to get under his skin. And then at last, I remember we were walking up to the manor together to meet with Jack eventually. Um, and that's what I recall from last time.
Yeah, perfect. So I think that's a great place to enter, right? Because I think um, we want Victor and Jack to have an encounter at the very least, and maybe Enoch too.
Mhm.
Um, Victor, do you want to like maybe describe the mansion on the inside? Like what is it about this place that feels like
Oh,
home
wow.
to you?
I think is the fact it doesn't, honestly. Uh, I don't think it does feel like home. I think it's a manor in every sense of the word. It's not a home. But Victor doesn't know any better. So the sort of unapproachable artwork and you know, expertly crafted wallpaper that was like hand painted by someone in Italy. The pretentiousness of it all, like pieces that are worth that should be in museums that are just hanging out around this house. Like this table that the male happens to be sitting on is 1,000 years old. Like it's ostentatious, but I think one of the interesting things about the house is it's very modern. Like any and all new technology that could be inside one's home is here. They are on the up and up. They are upgraded, especially when it comes to security, I imagine. Uh, but yet the styling of the actual manor is very old school, opulent, ostentatious of, you know, you'd be like, oh, this home's kind of filled with a lot of art. And if you knew anything about art, you'd be like, this is disgusting. There's so much money on this wall. Like, this should be in a museum. This should be like, this is just someone with like a long history of money that's just throwing it around.
Okay, amazing. And Enoch, I'm wondering, do you see something that has been mentioned to you by your family, like something you think is yours or doesn't
Uh-oh.
belong to the Monteros?
Let's see. Something that is ours. Um, what would the Briarwoods have that the Monteros would have taken possession of? Legally, perhaps, but underhandedly. That I would be able to see upon entering the house. Um,
They're like OG city deed papers to like certain lots or something that are framed.
oh, okay. So, yeah, maybe, as we're walking through the hallway, there's a door ajar into a study, and there's a map on the wall, and it's plotted out on the map. It's a map of the area, of the local area, and uh, marked in red are all the properties that the Monteros have acquired over time, and a number of them. Maybe there's one um, on the edge of. I can't remember what the name of the woods are. Is it
The the
State Park? Something
state
State
park, yeah.
Park. Yeah, yeah, the state park. On the edge of that state park is a plot with where there's a cabin of one of our ancestors, one of the Briarwood ancestors, and it was acquired by the Monteros when the Briarwoods were not paying attention for some reason. They were involved in some whatever supernatural fiasco. And Jack swept in and purchased it before they could tell. And so, yeah, Enoch notices that. And he also notices like all the cameras. They're hidden kind of uh, discreetly, but he knows electronics. And he whispers to Victor, he says, well, considering all the cameras that are on us right now, I wish I would have dressed up more nice. How do you get used to living under that scrutiny?
And you see, like, Victor goes and he looks at the camera, and there's like a weird, like, unblinking direct stare into camera for a moment. And then he just sort of shrugs. They've always been here.
That would give me the creeps.
Would it
Who's
though if it's always been there?
but who's watching? Who's watching us? He waves at the camera. Hello.
I think Victor genuinely says, I don't know. It could be, I suppose, security or feedback loop into an office, something my father and grandfather check.
Wait, is there one in your bedroom too?
I don't know.
That might be worth knowing, Victor.
Just this it's such an unbothered shrug. Like, well, that's there, it's there. Like, I guess I could take it down, but hmm. Are you're a guest. Are you hungry or thirsty?
I could have a drink.
Yeah, and so he'll walk towards like the kitchen, uh, and we'll open. There's probably a fridge that's just drinks in a house like this. It's maintained by a staff member. Uh, and so he'll open it up and sort of gesture, do you want fizzy pop, seltzer?
It's morning time. I could use some more caffeine. And ooh, those are some fancy Italian coffees. I'll have one of those.
Oh yeah.
He grabs a
And
little can with some kind of Italian writing on it. Cold pressed coffee from imported from Italy.
yep. And yeah, Victor closes it and doesn't take anything for himself. Hmm.
Are we supposed?
Um,
He Enoch just leans against the counter and says, "Now, are we supposed to check in with your dad? Is that what Mr. Richard said?"
It is what he said, I
do,
believe.
do we want to get you into an encounter with Jack instead? How do you think that happens?
I mean, I think it's the early days, but I wonder if Jack has like a little smart tech thing that sees all the security cameras and he's seen his AWOL grandson just walk in.
Yeah. So he like us maybe when Enoch closes the fridge, he's standing there, right?
Oh yeah, that's so great. I love that very much. Yeah, he's just standing there. Oh, hello,
Hello,
Grandpa.
sir.
Who's your friend, Victor?
This is Enoch.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you, sir. I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah, and he reaches out his hand and it's, he's old, but it's gnarly and lots of calluses, longer nails than you find comfortable scraping against your hand when he shakes it. Good to meet you, Enoch. You seem familiar.
Well, I've lived here in Silent Falls all my life. Maybe you've seen me around. It's
No,
not
I
been a
don't
long
think
life
so.
like yours, sir, but I've been here.
Victor, Philip said you had been inside the mines.
Yes, we went
Why on
exploring.
earth would you be going into the mines?
Well, uh, Mr. Broussard found well, strange activity, and that strange activity led back to the mines. And so we decided to look into it. I've met a group of individuals who are finding out about interesting things within the town, and I thought maybe they could. And he trails off a bit, doesn't finish that sentence. Uh, and so we went to look at the caves, and it was familiar, but not, but different, but not. And there was bodies.
Giles Broussard Sr. is a crazy man. You can't believe a word that comes out of his mouth. He wears tinfoil hats on Tuesdays because that is when the government vans are nearby.
Now that is eerily accurate. He does do that. How do you know so much detail, Mr. Giles's craziness?
It's my business to know what goes on in my town.
He knows
Uh,
everything
Enoch
that happened.
glances up at the cameras and says, I can see you are a man who likes to be in the know.
And yeah, Victor's just sort of, I think he's actually looking between Enoch and Jack and is like picking up similar facial features.
Uh-uh.
Like, and is, because it's one thing to look at someone and like notice a bit of yourself and be like, oh, whatever. But it's another thing to have like that, like transference between two people that you realize, oh, wait, no, they both look like me. And that's a little strange for him. So,
Victor,
did you,
have you fed yourself recently?
the donuts tasted like ash.
Those are the best donuts we have here in Silent Falls. I can't believe they taste
Is
like
that what
ash.
Enoch
What
is
is
for?
wrong?
And his brows kind of knit together in confusion. I don't think Enoch can cook.
Hmm.
No, you're right about that.
I haven't been hungry. I don't think I've been. And like, I don't know, is there a role? Can I like assess like my vampiric hunger? Like,
Um, I mean, I, I think
Yeah.
maybe you can try to figure out exactly what is going on here. Uh,
yeah.
but like, can you pick up anything else from Jack? He must know something, right?
Yeah. And he says, yeah.
So what do we think this is? Are you like reading the situation? Are you trying to connect with Jack, get him to tell you something more? Uh, What do you think?
Mm.
You're speaking to Victor, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Although if
I was
Enoch
gonna say,
can pick
Hmm.
up something, maybe that'll work too.
I think it's either like an attempt for like hunt or connect. It's either trying to follow clues that he can see or like bits and things that he can understand,
Um,
or
yeah. So follow clues is like trying to find the source of something that you already know about,
Oh,
right?
that you already know. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, I
So,
guess it would be connect because he's trying to, yeah, connect because he's trying to open to others to or the food.
yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to open to, yeah, to his grandfather kind of and be like, I don't understand this.
Do you want to help Enoch?
Sure.
So, like, is this a I'll pay attention and we'll compare notes afterwards, or is this like a little bit of prodding natter to try to loosen Jack's guard? How do you approach this kind of problem?
I think it's just like this genuine confusion at the status of where he is. Like all the little details that don't kind of add up, that sort of, yeah, things that he mentions and like the dissonance of what Victor knows and what reality is around him.
Hmm. But sorry, yeah, I mean, like for Enoch, how are you
Oh,
helping?
sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, for Enoch, how am I
yeah,
helping?
yeah.
Oh. Oh, so it sounds like Victor's like trying to put something together in his head. Um, uh, um, I think Enoch's gonna just try to distract Jack a bit while Victor has his moment to uh, ruminate. 'Cause he sees that Victor is kind of at a loss, and so he turns to Jack and says, "Oh, what will he do? That would be too dramatic. No, not
You could ask
that."
about the map.
Huh? Oh, I can ask
You
him
ask,
about the map. Yeah. Um, uh, oh, I think he'll say, my grandma talked to me about you. Um, she was mighty upset about you buying that cabin over on the edge of the state park.
Right. Let's do that roll and see how that.
Okay.
Okay.
So I have one dice in Connect.
Okay.
It's a fortune roll. It looks like I get an additional dice, it sounds like from Enoch.
Yes.
Do
So
I
that
have to
should,
mark something?
So it's just a risky action. It's not a fortune
oh,
roll.
okay.
So you mark one stress to help out.
I do.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You want a devil's bargain or
Oh yeah, please offer me devil's bargains. Yes, please. Thank you.
sorry, a deal with the darkness, I should say. In this
Thank
case,
you.
literally, right? Uh, um, I think um, I think when even if you don't um what 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 makes most sense? Yeah, I think maybe you might feel some kind of hunger for, human blood, whether or not you realize it, right? Maybe you don't put two and two together, but you feel the hunger.
Yeah,
Um, does that does that make sense?
I think so. Essentially, having it's like when you go a long day and you're like doing and working stuff, and then someone's like, "Hey, have you eaten?" And like suddenly you're like super hungry because you realize like, "Oh wait, I haven't eaten in like 12 hours."
Yeah, and it's the suggestion that kind of prompts the hunger
Yeah.
more than, any kind of absence.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
the
It's
only human in the kitchen, indeed.
yep. All right, so that
Um,
will be three dice.
so three dice and risky action, unless you want to go for broke or play it safe.
I don't know, we'll do risky action. That's fine. Five. You do it, but there's one or more minor consequences or a major consequence.
Good. So, um, yeah, um, I think what happens here is that, yeah, reaches out for your arm, Enoch, and I think he like turns it around so that he can see the inside of your wrist, and you feel your pulse pumping. And he says, "You're Briarwood." Well, that explains. And I think maybe this is when the hunger really hits you, Victor.
Yeah,
You can see
100%.
those veins pulsing.
He hears like the thump, thump. And you see kind of like his eyes are a little glassier as he takes a couple steps closer to you, Enoch, towards where Jack is kind of holding your wrist out.
And
Eyes fixated on pulse beat.
when Jack looks back over at you, Victor, um, you can see the red kind of haze in his eyes, and he says, "There's something in the fridge if you want to keep this one for later." And at this point, Jack moves his eyes over towards the window behind you that's staring kind of across the foothills of the mountains towards where the mines are and say, "Well, things are moving. I will have to speak to you later, Victor."
Victor kind of almost doesn't pick up on it. He's taken like a couple steps closer, and you see like Enoch, his hand is kind of supplanted where his grandfather's is over your wrist. And he kind of like leans down for a moment and puts his forehead against it. And like you can see like his chest moving with the inhalation. And his eyes sort of clear for a moment. And uh, you smell like her. And then he pulls back a bit, realizing that, having that sort of moment, that scent that strikes him. And he's like, yeah, the fridge. What is, I apologize, grandfather. What did you say?
And he's gone, right? You're
Oh, he's gone.
distracted
He's
by Enoch
gone.
and he's gone.
And he's gone.
And Enoch's just looking shocked at what just happened. Um, the first hand from the grandfather, and now the Victor's hand on him, and the sniffing. And he says, "That's mighty peculiar. Who do I smell like now?"
Let's cut to the library.
Now, Elias's solace is actually a cult. So he's probably like at his happiest when he's looking through these old books and stuff. He seems
Yeah.
relaxed and happy and smiling and giving good eye contact.
And I think we'd said Jemma had gone out to I don't know,
Confront
in
is the word
front.
you're
Yeah.
looking for.
I was going, how would Jemma put this? Beat the shit out of? Confront is much more neutral.
I think if there's anything interesting, I'd get some photocopies. If no one's around to stop me, I'll just fold them, put them in my backpack, and
Yeah. I mean
there's a
the
there's a nice diversion out the
the
front. So,
librarians and archivists are, terrified of you photocopying this centuries old book, but what can we say?
well, they're distracted because of what's happening out the front. So I thought, well, perfect time.
Even more shocked, even more shocked. Um, okay. And I mean, are you tearing out
No. I'm
the
being careful with
contract
them. I'm
in
just
blood? Okay, okay.
no, but I'll photocopy
Um,
it.
um, so yeah, Gemma, you're walking across, and I think you mightn't recognize Deacon Broussard, but he is definitely in charge here. I knew there's like a dozen uh, protesters, with signs and chanting and the usual malarkey. So what do you
Yeah.
do?
I think that Jemma walks up to she walks up to Broussard and she's got a fake smile pasted on her face. And she says, "Hey, what's going on, friend?"
Have you come from those dark halls? Have you laid eyes on those satanic works? Do you
Um,
work in there? You look like the
no,
sort.
dude, what do you this she like
You,
looks at what she's wearing and it's like, I don't know, a Pixies t-shirt. Um, and
I mean, that's satanic enough, you know.
yeah, exactly. His
Wow.
name's Frank Black.
Frank Black.
Uh,
Is that even his real name?
no, well, maybe. His name's Charles. So I think that she says, "Why are you like this library is it's a public institution and it's a um it's a benefit to the town. Where are you guys even from? Uh that plate looks like
We
you're
are
from the next county
concerned.
over."
We are concerned citizens.
Oh, cool, 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 cool.
Are
Um,
you denying that there are occult works in that library?
like I have like some Rolling Stones albums, I guess. Is that what you're thinking of?
You are a liar. I can smell the stench of sin on you.
Wow.
She she actually she's gonna check. So
Hmm.
she does her underarm check to see if in fact she does stink of sin. Um and she says, "Listen, you guys should really get out of here because I mean, my aunt works here and I don't want you."
Dorothy Johansson. She has not answered a single one of our letters these past 2 years. Not with an
Um,
adequate response, at least.
what do you want from her?
We want the books to be expunged from the face of
Expunging
the earth.
from the
That
face of the
the
earth.
things inside those books are evil and waylay the unwary and those who think they know better, like you.
Okay. You guys just go. Let's be cool and let's be friendly. And you guys should go.
We're not going anywhere.
Okay, that's cool. Um, and I think that I would like to engage. I guess
With
that's going to
physical
make me trauma
violence?
out. Yeah, well, I was going to say I'd like to engage. I'm the one. I don't know that
Okay,
it's really going to be effective in this situation, but it will also doom Gemma
that's
at
true.
this point.
Uh,
While they're chatting, can I sneak out the front, like off to the side a bit?
yeah, I mean, uh,
What I wanted
you're
to do is try and roll sneak and put some like chocolate milk drink in a condom, put it over the exhaust of the bus while they're distracted, because that'll heat up and stick to the bus.
I mean, I think, is that rig or wreck?
I was
Um,
thinking sneak, but okay, yep.
yeah, I mean, I think
Sneaking up
Gemma has
behind them.
their attention. I think the sneaking is probably um, neither here nor there. I think um, actually effectively ruining their trip is what you're trying to do, right?
Might just scare the
Um,
hell out of them with a big bang.
okay. Well, I mean, the bus isn't like running right now, so it won't do it immediately,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It'll be like whenever they're taking
yeah.
off. Okay. So I think rig maybe or wreck. I'm not sure.
We'll go rig. That'll do.
Plague. Okay.
Gonna burn a luck point?
You could burn 2 luck points to give yourself an extra die. Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell? Yeah.
And I mean, this seems like a risky action, unless you're going
Yeah.
to go for broke to, swing big. Um,
No, 3 will do. 3 dice will do. Let's have a go.
well, it's 2, right? So it's rig 1 and luck.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right.
So,
All right.
yeah,
Sorry. I'll roll again. Hang on. All right. So 2 5s.
5s. That'll do. So yeah, I think there is, I mean, there's a consequence. And I think perhaps a little bit, a baby crit. I think perhaps um, I don't know. I think maybe are you angry? Like you're hootling around with the exhaust and your
Yep.
terrible bomb, and like you hear them shouting abuse at Gemma. Do you think you get angry, or do you think
Yeah. But I'll come
maybe
around from the other side and say, oi, don't talk about my friend like that.
okay? So mark angry. It's one of your conditions as a consequence.
Okay. Yep. Here we go. Yep.
And Gemma, you are um, making these people scared of you, right?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
So here is what I'm thinking. She wants to do a she wants to basically scare Deacon Broussard into leaving with his people. So I can either do that through like a compel, or if you think that I should, or if you think that I'm the one, it's a kind of a different action if you look at I'm the one, because that
Yeah.
really prevents people from fighting against you. Would you let me use that, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, too scared to act against you. Like it's pretty clear,
Yeah, okay.
right?
All right. So
Um, so yeah. Um, I'm never sure whether these really require a roll because it's pretty straightforward. It's a big cost, right? It's a push your
yeah,
luck to get an
right.
effect.
It's a
So
huge cost under the
yeah,
circumstances.
doomed also, right?
Yes,
You're just using that to get more dark powers, right?
maybe. Not that
Yes.
you're aware of.
So like tell us what this looks like.
So I think that she never gets quiet really. So she gets close to Broussard and she says, I asked you guys really nicely and you won't leave. And these people, you're making the people in this town unsafe with your bullshit. And I can't let that happen. And she stares into his eyes, and I think that something in her eyes, something about that darkness that's kind of like become part of her, um, flashes in her eyes in a way that gets Broussard's attention and is frightening to him. And I'm sure that he thinks that now that she is in fact a demon. Um, but it's whatever he sees in her eyes, I don't know what it is, that causes him to back off.
Mhm. Um, okay.
And then I do
Uh,
have a cost.
yes. Do you want to make a roll so we can generate a clue from this too?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what a
I mean,
read.
yeah, I mean, compel seems to like you are, well,
If you'll
not
tell me
shouting, but
something.
you're scaring the shit out of these people. Maybe one of them lets slip or something like that.
Cool. So I still get the benefit then of the push, right? Which is an
Yeah, so
extra
you'll be
die. Okay.
rolling 2 dice. Yeah.
Um, Should I go for broke? That'll give us multiple clues, do we think?
Talk shit, roll crits, right?
Yeah, okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
I mean,
Boom.
listen,
Oh, damn.
What happened?
It's a
Wah,
miss.
wah.
Yeah.
Well,
On go for broke.
Yeah. Ooh, that's going to be bad consequences.
That is going to be bad consequences. But I think we should take a break.
well, he can contemplate
TV
exactly how
cliffhanger.
bad it's going
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to think of something juicy, right?
Something really good.
Okay. So, um, all assholes all the time. That's the problem with this town. The way I run it, anyway.
the sweet
Um,
children come into being in the later summers of the 1990s.
so I think you like um you are facing down Broussard, and he is definitely afraid of you. Like he takes a step back and he puts out a hand, and like I think his other hand reaches for the crucifix around his neck, right? And when he reaches out to you, you hear this kind of earth-shattering roar come from the mountains. It echoes into town. There's like a big plume of dust. And for some reason, Elias, when you look over at this encounter, like you were coming up from behind them. So like when
Yeah.
you feel that behind you, but you see when Broussard reaches out to Jemma, you see something very strange on Gemma's face. The clue is flashes of an impossible face.
Okay. Am I
Um,
still angry, or does that change me? My sort of emotional state?
you were still angry. And Gemma, I think when Broussard touches you, you feel something. Like he is not fighting, he's trying to keep you away, and you see a flash on his face after he touches you, and you feel drained. I'm gonna give you exhausted.
I think I'll run up and shove him. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just you don't hit a girl, you twat. Just yeah, shove him because I'm not thinking clearly. Obviously, I mean, in reality, she could kick both of our asses at the same time, but he's not thinking clearly.
Yeah, and I
It
think
is the
like
90s.
the like dozen or so adherents to the cult, I mean, sorry, church members,
Mm,
have been backing away from Gemma because she is so fearsome. So like you get through to Broussard easy, and you shove
yeah.
him, and he like falls into Gemma's like into her arms, or like maybe she steps back and lets him fall on his face. I don't know. What do you think, Mark?
I think that I'm still I have to give into my inner darkness because I filled my doom track or my luck track,
Yeah.
which means he's going to lash out. Um, and I think that as he's falling, that she brings her knee up into his face, which is kind of more than she wanted to do, but she's lost it there for a second. And so she does that and brings the knee up into his face and looks at Elias and says, "Nice setup."
Are you trying to kill him?
No,
No?
I mean, I would not try to kill him. I giving into her inner darkness, though, does that mean that she tries to kill him? She doesn't want to kill him consciously, but
Um,
that would be tough for her to deal with, I think.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess hurt someone, right, is one of these options. So you can
Yeah,
just hurt him,
that's what I want.
right?
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
just
it's
that, yeah, that seemed like par for Gemma, right? I'll just hurt him
yeah.
because I don't like him. Um, okay, so you raise your knee into his face as he's falling into you. I'm sure you could claim it's an accident.
Yes.
What does this look like
I
in
think
the aftermath?
oof. Well, he it's probably on his knees holding his face, right? And Gemma, because it was in the nose, I'm sure, so it bleeds a lot. And Gemma's now her tights are covered in blood there from his face, and she backs up and she says, "I fuck, I'm sorry, Elias. Are you okay?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay, yeah, let's go."
And I think the churchgoers are piling into the bus. They're like leaving Broussard behind, who's just a bloody mess on the in the middle of the street. And
It's a tragedy.
Blake, exactly how does this go off? What does it do?
Well, just as they're driving off, because it'll take a couple of seconds to heat up, and then it'll just blow up, and like hot chocolate milkshake will be splattered all over the back of the bus. But it'll
Yeah,
be a loud bang because it'll probably blow up to like 2 foot diameter.
yeah. Okay, great stuff. I mean,
And I'll
sometime
kind of nudge Gemma like, "What's this?"
um, is Gemma amused or like wants more blood?
I think she's still pretty hyped. So yeah, she's having like she's having a moment where she's trying to calm herself down, and she's like shaking her hands and going back up toward the door to the library.
Okay.
Um
Well,
well, Elias suggested that we get out of here. So
yeah.
if we're finished at the library, I think she says, "Let's go, Elias, let's get out of here and go over to my car together to get out of there."
Okay.
Yeah, let's get everyone back together, um, and see what your next steps are.
Maybe meet up for lunch or post lunch at the Dagger.
Yeah.
Really quick, because Victor wouldn't have found any Enoch, so he would have checked the fridge. Did he find like what's in the fridge?
Oh, there's some like pouches, uh, AB positive.
Like just straight up blood pouches in the kitchen fridge?
I mean, it's the drinks fridge, right? They're like high end. They're not like hospital stuff. They're like specially packaged, you
Okay, so
know.
it doesn't look like it's actually
It
blood.
doesn't, but like it does say it on the like there's a label attached and it gives the blood type.
I think yeah. Just Victor would have grabbed one after pulling away from Enoch and taken it with him.
Did you respond to Enoch's question?
Oh, I think the question was who are you talking? It was like who do you
Who do I
Who
smell
do I
like?
smell like? Yeah.
yeah. I think he just would have said Lisa.
All right. So Enoch does know that his mother's name is Lisa. And he goes, and Enoch says, and look has a confused look on his face, and he says, "Is it a good smell?
The best.
I can never tell if you're flirting with me or not, Victor."
His eyebrows bunch up. Confusion.
Maybe you should follow your granddad's advice and get something to eat, because you're behaving strangely.
Right, yeah. And we see him open the fridge and we see like he doesn't focus on it. He just takes the thing out of the fridge, but you see like the camera zooms in on like the AB positive, like crack
That's
open a cold one.
so Enoch watches you drink blood.
Yeah, it's a red drink in a can. takes a sip of it. Serve it in the fridge. It's an arm. And he says, now that I've seen him, I think I can leave again. He didn't say I have to stay. And we can like whoop, whoop, timey-wimey, be somewhere else.
Yeah, and Enoch has a very suspicious look on his face as he's watching you drink this blood, and a little trickle of blood comes down the side of your mouth. He goes, "Yeah, time to get out of here, I think." So yeah, we can reunite. I
So
assume.
a very awkward meeting, right?
I think he
So
just had. Oh, go for it.
no, go for it.
I think he like brings it in the car. Like he like cracked one and is drinking one and then brought one with him. So like he will be drinking this at the meeting. Just he just doesn't pay attention. These are the only things that taste good lately. And his grandpa's like, here, drink this.
So the shot of the car and the drive is Enoch just like watching Victor drink this blood over and over, and he's got a look on his face like, okay. Like it's
Do I
dawning
have?
upon him that this is not normal. He's seen enough supernatural stuff, and he's heard enough stories in his family about the Monteros uh, to wonder if this is what's the situation is.
This is what it takes to pierce through Enoch's innocent armor, right?
Innocent armor. The drinking blood right in front of him. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah. After the you smell nice,
you smell nice.
It's the red drink. What do you mean blood? It's the red drink. It's the good drink.
Well, he doesn't say anything out loud.
Yeah.
Being trapped in the car with you at the moment.
Yep.
And also we see Enoch like rubbing his arm, and there's like, red finger marks where the old man grabbed him. And I assume where are we meeting back at the dagger? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I
Or the
think so,
donut
yeah.
shop? The dagger.
And I think there's a pile of like shortly after you arrive, there's like miners are coming in, and it's not like the end of shift. There's been no like siren for that. They're just coming in. They look um shaken and a little bit out of it. Um, like some of
Oh,
them can't even
I'll just say,
talk.
look at my watch. It's not lunchtime. Well, what's happening? Is there a meeting in town or something?
Can't stay in those mines, man. Can't stay in those mines. Don't go back. I'm not signing up. I'm leaving. See if I can get a
Was it
job. Sawmill.
was it
Shell.
was, was it the cold? Too cold? Or was it start rumbling or something?
There's something down there, man.
Yeah.
I saw Summerhill walking
So,
around down there.
what the I don't know, I'm sort of gesturing towards my neck. The guy that what? What- How? You mean before? You saw him before, or you mean you just saw him?
We just saw him.
Elias is sort of looking at the others like,
What do
And
what do you mean? Was he like
we
was he
we chased
working or
after him, and you you weren't leaving no footprints. He was leaving like claw marks in the rock.
in the rock?
Claw marks in the rock.
The f
And he looked at us. He looked at us.
Did he say anything, or was he sort of like looking through you?
He looked at us, man. He looked at us.
Like he was trying to remember?
I don't know. That's the last thing I remember.
Well, damn, man, that's pretty. Yeah. What do you say? I'll buy him a couple of beers. Like, I'll buy three of them a beer. Because like, what the fuck else can I do? Shit, man. So yeah, I'll buy three of them a beer and say, look, sit down, just relax a bit.
Uh, well, I mean, if this was any other bar, I'd say you get carded, but it's a dripping dagger, so obviously you get beers.
And I'm not drinking it. I'm clearly buying it for them, and they're old enough.
I mean, the law's the law, but in the dripping dagger, who cares? Yeah, they are like just in shock. They're just sitting
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
not comparing notes, just trying to get to the bottom of that glass of beer as quickly as possible.
Was it cold? Was it like a cold wind when Summerhill was there, or was it everything sort of still, or
Old,
old?
old. Yeah.
Okay.
And while Elias is talking to the miner, Enoch comes up to Jemma and takes her aside, and he shows her an emptied blood bag that he pulled from the the floor of the car.
The fuck?
He says, I think we have another problem.
Victor just slides into the corner of the booth and he's got the other one up to his mouth, is like sipping it. Hoodie pulled up, sunglasses on as per usual.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I don't want to be prejudiced or anything, but is this okay?
I mean, uh, what? Okay, if we assume that his options are this or, and then she looks at you and she reaches out and like touches your neck, or this, I guess it's the better choice.
Hell, I kept thinking he was flirting with me, but I think it was something else.
Well, he might still be flirting with you. I mean, sometimes you don't catch on right away when people are flirting with you.
I hear you. I hear you, but now it's giving me some pause. He's a handsome guy, but I want to keep my blood in my body.
Exactly.
Maybe we keep an eye on him. Just don't leave me alone with him again.
I think that Jemma looks at Victor and gives him an appraising look while she watches him drink from the blood bag. And she turns back to Enoch and says, I guess he can be more discreet.
Well, so I think it's a bag, but it's not like a blood bag from what Donna said. It's like a
Oh,
bag,
okay.
like
It's
a
a juice
juice pack, or
box.
it's a
Okay,
juice
yeah, yeah.
box or something. And then just
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
look at the fine print of it, it does say like AB positive. But
You gotta look
So it's
close.
not a matter of not being discreet, is what we're
yeah, it's
saying.
not.
Okay.
It's discreet. It looks like it's some kind of like probably like European drink or some bullshit. Like
Oh, those fucking Europeans,
I
man.
I think it looks like one of those little pouches with the like single serving of baby food,
Right, right.
Oh,
oh
okay.
yeah, okay, I like that, Donna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that after this discussion with Enoch, um, Jemma slides in next to Victor. Um, and she says, Enoch, Elias, come over here.
Yeah.
And Victor Kay, if it's okay with you, I think that Jemma is like s kind of squeezing in tighter to Victor than is probably just friendly.
Oh, wild. Yeah,
And
he likes the way you smell.
oh,
That's a that's a thing. So that was a thing we did discuss. Other than Lisa Briarwood, the other person who
Ugh.
smells real good is she, you smell like safety and bliss. And so you get close and he just lets it happen. Like if like he would let you like ride up, so essentially like you're half sitting on one of his legs, like be unbothered.
Okay, cool. Um, so out of character, I just want to point out if we look at our clocks tab, how the light gets in the clock is 3/4 full. We have one more slice to go before things get worse.
Mhm.
Um, if we look at our clues, we have, what do we have? 8 clues. Do you folks feel like we want to work out our theory?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I've got a theory, but by all means, you can shoot the shit out of it.
Well, yeah, okay. Are you good with that? With the
Yeah, I'm totally fine. So
discussion there?
this is my first in the dark game, so I'm not entirely sure of all the mechanical things. So I'm happy to ride along.
Yeah, so this is more like a Far from Brindlewood um,
Theorize.
thing rather than a Forge in the Dark thing. So what you are going to do now is come up with a theory that explains the mystery. Um, so by default, there are three questions you want to answer. Um, what is the thing? What does it want? And like, how can it be dealt with? Those are the three basic questions. So for this hunt, there are also some custom questions that you can answer instead. So you can swap any of these out, or you could do all three of the custom questions. You can kind of mix and match. Um, the custom questions are: how was the gate opened? Why was the gate opened? And how can the gate be resealed? And then that is basically like an engagement roll. So you're going to roll number of dice equal to the questions that you answer. So between 1 and 3. I guess technically you could not not use any of the clues to answer in your theory, and you could roll 2 and take the worst one. And that's
Yeah.
like your engagement roll to the showdown, and that will kind of control what your fictional positioning is when you're trying to close the gate.
Yeah. So Elias will get like his photocopied notes and stuff and can put them on the table and he's sort of putting the stuff saying, Here's what I think's happened.
And when you're setting those out, Gemma like snorts and says, "You fucking nerd," because you have these photocopied notes out. And then she gives you like a playful pat on the shoulder.
He takes it as a compliment. He's like,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would personally too, but
And I think at some
Yeah.
point in time during Elias's explanation of what he thinks happened, you'll kind of all notice that Jim Barnes is like in the booth behind you, looking over shoulders and nodding sagely along. Right?
God bless
Um,
Jim Barnes.
God damn it, Jim.
God damn it, Jim.
yeah.
I have
Sorry.
a question.
Oh,
Did
yeah, go.
the contract, did you bring that with you, or was that like a photocopied?
I copied it. Yeah.
Okay, so you copied it, so it's not the actual contract. Okay, never mind then.
No,
If
no.
you had the actual content, I was gonna
But
try and do the thing, but you're good.
my kind of narrative link to that was, Elias is saying, look, this is why the ghost is still there. This is why the dead miners can't leave. And their ongoing suffering has opened this gate and that evil mud ooze shit is there. If there wasn't a contract, the ghost wouldn't still be there. They would have left, sort of thing.
No, that
But
makes sense. I was gonna have Victor lick it. You're all good.
Well, Elias, sounds like you got this thing figured out. You want to walk us through your ideas?
um, yeah, just like because this the miners are down there and a lot of shit. It's a crappy situation, and because they got this contract, they can't leave. So even though they died, their spirits are stuck there, and that ongoing suffering and misery has like opened this gate to hell or wherever the hell it is, or either that or created some sort of that ooze that so like you remember that ooze, that mud that got on you? It was really, really cold. I think
Wish I could forget
that's
it.
came to the mine because of the ongoing misery of the miners who can't leave because of the contract. And to undo all of this, we need to translate what Mr. Skull here was saying in old ye olde French to like undo those actions.
That sounds
But
pretty good. So
I
let's
could be
see.
way off. This is just what I thought.
Released from this place. So the contract is the yeah. Season come through. Shit.
So what happens if we destroy the contract? Can we
It's still
just
valid. It just has to be amended.
hmm.
Wow. I think that she looks at Victor, Jemma does, and she's like, how do you do that?
Wait, what? Yeah.
How do you amend a contract? You change the legal language on it. You add addendums and have the parties re-sign.
Okay. So we have to figure out like who the people are that signed the contract. And then she looks at the photocopy that Elias has of the contract. Should we decide who has signed the contract that we need to get to re-sign it? Because it's
Yeah,
not
I mean
specified,
the
right?
mine belongs the mine belongs to the Monteros, right?
So we have this as
So is the contract signed by Jack?
I mean, you get to decide all of these details.
yeah.
No, I know, but that's what I'm suggesting. I'm
Yeah, that's the
suggesting
I
question.
think
Yeah.
it's
what
signed
if
by J. Montanaro.
right,
Oh, yeah.
J.
Right.
Montanaro. Okay.
But hang on. If the issue is the contract signed in blood, couldn't Victor sign on behalf of the Monteneros?
Wow.
Because if blood's the tie, then
He's
Oh
J.
you know,
Montanaro. He's J. Montanaro
I don't
too.
know. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking, isn't that
Oh my
okay?
God, it might be. Yeah. Because he's Jay Montanaro as well. Montero. Oh my God. But who else has signed it though, right? Has someone else, does it have multiple signatories, do we think?
Oh yeah, it'd have to have
Does it have like,
someone on the
wait,
bottom
is it the deed to the mine? Is that what or it's a contract?
for
And the
labor,
contract is probably for
like a work
labor,
contract.
right? So we have to figure out who
Your
the
friendly
ghostly
French
French.
skull is right
Yeah,
there, right?
exactly. Did we bring the French skull? Didn't somebody bring
Yes,
that?
it's
Yeah,
Okay,
it,
that's
it
what I
lives here
thought.
Yeah.
now.
it
You
lives
know
next to
what?
Pittsburgh.
There's an idea. Can Fitzroy understand the skull?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. Wonder if Fitzroy
Bring
speaks
Fitzroy
French
over.
legitimately. So I think we're going to have to, now that we're having this part of the conversation, we have to go into the cellar so that the miners don't see us having
Yeah,
Fitzroy
yeah.
talk to the French skull.
That's
I
probably true.
mean,
There's
okay,
only so much weird shit they'll put up with.
I think Victor's looking through the store and looking for like an old like fountain style pen, the one that you would dip in ink. He's just like going through all like the old stuff looking for that because they mentioned you can decide a contract,
yeah, there's definitely one. There's got to be one in the
a
cellar
box
somewhere.
somewhere in the
Yeah.
cellar.
So, just for one more time, the the solution is that
We need
people
to
made a bad
translate
contract way back when.
Yeah.
How did that lead to the gate opening?
Because the ongoing misery of the miners
Okay,
has just created like a portal to hell or a portal to whatever's let this ooze through.
okay.
Because it's been happening for 100 years or 200 years or whatever. It's not just like a moment in time. They're stuck there. So if
Hmm.
we either give them a way out of the contract or well, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
You think a Montanero's gonna let go of his workers just because they died? That's if.
That's
Nah, you
brilliant.
signed, you
I
work for the
wonder.
mines, you're at the mines forever, yeah?
Is
I
Victor
wonder.
actually saying that?
That's brilliant.
No, 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 I don't think, no, that's Kay. Victor's not
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stupid. Victor
That
cannot.
does make sense, though. Yeah, they didn't realize they were signing their souls away,
Their soul
essentially.
essentially to work in his mind.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
I
wonder if
guess
there's a
the
second
question is
part.
like, what does it want to achieve when it opens the gate, right? What
Okay.
Oh, it's oh
extra misery for everyone in
yeah,
town,
I think it's
or
this is
Yeah,
how you
it's
power
like
the Montenegro wealth machine.
Harvesting of
it's
misery.
it's spreading oppression and depression.
Hmm We own the mines where it works happens, and we also own the pharmacies where you buy the depression meds or the booze. We own it all. All of them are Montero contingencies.
So it's letting out these despair demons that will continue to like infect people.
And that's the
Infect
Yeah,
and
we call them
murder.
AI nowadays, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
and in terms of containing it, like how can you deal with it? How can the gate be resealed? That is the jiggery pokery legalese thing, right? But
hmm
you can't use the same clue to answer two questions. You can fictionally, of course, but you can't
Right, but you
mechanically.
can't in terms of the. So let's see.
Yeah. So can you apply a different clue to the like what and apply the contract to the how can you deal with it or vice versa? What?
I wonder if the what's his name? The miner, I can't remember his name now.
Summerhill.
Summerhill. I wonder if Summerhill has become kind of the embodiment of the despair demon now, and you know the claw marks that he's leaving as he's pacing around the uh, the mine, and he's ready to emerge. I think now he's been kind of I think the despair demon was kind of in a more gestating kind of state in the black ooze, and now it's taking shape through the body of
Yep.
Summerhill. And so I think we have to somehow deal with Summerhill. We do have to break the contract, but we also have to deal with Summerhill as well.
Yeah, so he
Um,
doesn't become part of the ongoing misery. His soul is
right.
set free, and then we can, yeah. Okay.
So maybe we have to, yeah, what do we have to do to Summerhill to banish and murder?
I mean, the causa van solution to all the problems in Silent Falls, right?
But there has to be
Do
some special way of dealing with him, right? What do the clues say? Maybe there's a clue that'll
I
give
mean,
us.
like bury him on consecrated ground, or
Right.
chop him into little pieces. I mean, there's a lot of things in between those two options, but
Um,
I mean,
Salt and blood.
maybe the French skull was like they used to have a song they would sing together down in the mines, and it would cheer them up. But obviously, they stopped singing after they died, so there's only misery now. If we could sing the song, that might free Summerhill, and yeah.
oh, like a chorus of the seven. They all
Hmm.
have to sing it together. The seven skulls.
Chorus of the Seven. It has been foretold.
So we have to put the
So
souls, the seven skulls together, and I mean, there's a ritual here, right?
can we
yeah,
can
yeah.
we can we do this? Can we so if Summerhill is ooh, well, I don't know. See what you guys think about this. If Summerhill is the embodiment of like all of these miners, and we need someone to sign on behalf of these miners, then maybe we can expel the demon from Summerhill, leaving Summerhill intact, and have him sign on the contract along with Victor to update the contract.
All right, then we just have to get the demon out of Summerhill. Easy peasy, right?
I don't know. What do you guys I'm just spitballing here, so
No, I think that's good. We use the
Yeah.
song, skulls, and probably some physical force to hold it down, get it out. Use the blood of both parties. Resign the contract.
Piece of cake.
here's a
Okay.
question.
What could go wrong?
I mean, I don't know if we want to how far we want to metagame this, but if you look at the NPC tab, usually we metagame pretty far. Um, But if you look at Deacon Broussard's NPC entry,
Uh-huh.
um, he's listed as an exorcist.
Yeah, we're
We're not on very
we're
good
not on the
terms with
best
him.
terms at the moment.
Yeah, that's okay. We can. I think we can
Victor,
talk him down.
Victor has a history that he's mentioned of when he was a kid, of when he was a teen, like 10 years ago, when the deacon was a young kid and a young teenager that he would hang out. He'd like give him money or whatever, so he wouldn't talk about him and Lisa at the barn. And also just like spitballing the shit there.
Yeah.
Only you'd metagamed half an hour ago, Mark. That's all I know.
No. We can,
Before you
hey,
kicked him in
I'm
the
really
face.
sorry we broke your nose. We didn't really understand
But
that we
you're
needed
right about a
you.
demon. We found it. You have to help us get rid of it.
Well, let's see if we've got the skills to,
I'm very persuasive.
yeah, use persuasion to let's see.
I
How
have
about
sway.
or a connect, yeah, or sway or connect group action to cause to expel the demon?
Hmm.
Is
Got
it with little G's help
sneak
or
up on
no?
the demon.
No. Let's sway the deacon so he'll come help us with the demon.
The deacon to help with the
Oh,
demon.
sway the deacon. Yeah. Although, yeah. What do you think? What do you think, folks?
Yeah, we need an exorcist.
There's that or there's the demonologist.
Yeah, we do have a demonologist who, wait, he's been like hunting. Is he your friend or your?
He was hired by my grandfather to
Yeah,
look at me.
okay. So he's,
Friend, right?
yeah, he's kind of a friend. That's pretty good too.
Is he willing to double cross the Monteros?
Is it a double cross? You might not have that much information.
Yeah, we're not working against Monteros, we're fixing their mind.
That's right.
I mean, we are fixing their mind. That's a very good point.
Grandpa Jack will be mad.
He doesn't need the the undead will be out of the way if you do this.
Okay.
Serve their purpose.
So, let's make that showdown roll.
Oh, okay. Are we
Uh,
going which of the are we going with the deacon or are we going with the chorus of the dead people or both?
Why not both?
I think the chorus, I like the idea of Fitzroy translating for us and we're buying him shots or something.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's going to expel the demon, we're thinking.
That's for expelling the demon. And then
Okay.
we have to have him
Somebody will update the
and
contract.
Victor amend the contract.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Why don't you guys each roll one die? Because I think we have 3 dice.
I mean, it would be easier if one person did it because then the dice roller will just tell
Oh,
us
yeah.
how bad it's going to be, right?
I asked Robin to update that so that you could see historical rolls, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So yeah, who feels like they want to take responsibility for
So
the
what skill is
I mean,
it?
the good roll. So it's a showdown roll,
roll.
I'll do
and
it.
you're going to roll 3 dice.
Can I use
you
luck
have
in this or no?
No.
Nope.
Hmm.
So you do the roll type is a showdown and then it's 3 dice.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
Oh
Wow.
no. Me is so cocky. I'll do it.
Wow.
Dice roller. No, you won't.
No, you won't.
Mm.
Not
So-
even a 3 in there to give you like some kind of we nearly made it.
So we have to come up with a different theory. Is that what it is?
No, there's none of that nonsense. You're deep
Oh, I see.
in trouble as you realize that this is never gonna work.
Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe the song didn't work at all. And the
Fitzroy
demon's right there
mistranslated.
still.
Donna
I was thinking
Um,
that Fitzroy misled us on how much French he actually knew.
So wait, do we
Fitzroy, sure,
narrate?
I know, of course I know 17th century French.
Frere Jacques.
Fitzroy, definitely a French name.
Yeah.
So do we narrate how we got there and then we do the hopeless position, or what? I don't understand how we role play this. I understand
Um,
that there's a bad outcome, but I don't understand what happens next.
yeah, I mean, it's a little bit up to us to decide.
I guess we're back
Um,
in the caves with the skulls.
yeah, I think the that is the best place for you to realize that you're up shit creek without a paddle, right?
Yeah,
In
like
the
we were
middle of a
touching the
mine.
skulls, singing the song.
Victor is
Um,
not singing, but he is probably holding down Summerhill.
Does little G's head get cut off by the monster? I mean, I don't know. There's all sorts of different things that could happen
Well, I don't
that
think
go
little
wrong.
G's there from what
Yeah, we
uh
decided not to bring little G, so
Oh, we didn't.
um
Oh, it said not bring. I thought we were doing
no,
it
we're
all. Okay, okay,
it's singing the song
okay.
is supposed to
okay,
expel the demon.
I thought you said both. Why not both? Then
we
maybe
did, but then
always.
it seemed like Elias really wanted to go with the singing option, is
Okay,
my
okay.
understanding.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where we went wrong.
So you're
yeah, we should
like,
have swayed the deacon.
yes. So let's see. You are like sitting in this um tunnel, like around this crack that's gotten bigger and deeper and darker and colder. And I think you see a frost
Fantastic.
in the air. You have these seven skulls arrayed around you, or like inside your little circle. I think maybe you've like robbed the actual contract back from the library. A bit of nighttime stealing. Um, and then I think, you are maybe are you so you're drawing in Summerhill, right,
Right.
to oust the demon.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And it kind of lumbers, like the tunnel kind of opens up for him as he walks in, and it's like the body is warped. It's like torn from all of the pushing through the earth, through the stone, through the mining equipment. There's no
Oops.
head, but still, it's looking at you, and that is disconcerting. And I think the moment, like, it stops almost as if it's entranced by this, like, as if this ritual has power over it. And then I think maybe Enoch, your high school French, you know, does you hear one of the skulls go, I can't believe they fell for this. Are they idiots?
Shit.
We've been double crossed.
And Summerhill like reaches out, and one of the skulls flies into the
Ooh,
kind of
that-
gap where his head should be.
Victor's gonna eat himself with that thing.
Gonna yeet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeet himself.
Yeah, eat himself. Yeah, he's gonna. That thing goes there. Cool. He's gonna like throw himself. Like he's gonna jump and leap,
Okay,
soaring leap.
so is there anything we need to add to this bad situation? Anything we've forgotten?
So we're not talking about how we're
In the shop.
responding to this bad
No,
situation
no, we're
now.
just like, is
You're
this
just
hole
narrating the
deep
bad
enough? Yeah.
situation.
So Summerhill is now has a new skull, which
Yeah.
is this floating. Is it the French skull that
Uh,
spoke,
Well, yeah,
or is it a
I
random
think
other?
they were all French skulls, right? And two of them
Hmm.
spoke, right? And this is the
Oh,
friendly
okay.
one who said, "No, no, save yourself." Who
Okay,
said, "Let's
That's
okay.
save
right.
him."
And so
Conniving one.
we've got that happening. Summerhill's a monster. Um,
I'm sitting
and
cross-legged on the floor with a skull in each
yeah,
hand,
and we've
and
got
my
the
singing's
contract.
stopping as this happens.
Yeah. I think the throw a little extra onto that because why not? A little lagniappe. When Victor goes to leap, he like drops the pen and it like breaks in two on the cave floor.
I mean, that sounds like a deal with the darkness you should make, right?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, wait, I'll do that with the Deal with the Darkness. Shh, I didn't say that.
Yeah. So, I guess we know what Victor's doing, trying to tear jump on something, tear its head off. I mean, it's a classic for a reason. almost always works. Maybe not in situations where you know the thing is impervious to decapitation, but you know.
Well, he'll shred the chest. Doesn't have to be the head.
Gemma, what about you? What are you gonna do?
Jemma will, I think that she's going to follow Victor and work on a 1-2 punch here. So she's going to imbue her hands. Was she planning for trouble here? No, yeah, just her hands with I think that this goo that's on the ground, she reaches down and coats her hands in this despair goo, and it sticks to her and kind of like moves up on her forearms, and she closes in on Summerhill along with
Yeah.
Victor.
This sounds like a team action, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Enoch,
I
what are you?
I was thinking that I would there's not much I can do. I'm not really an action kind of figure. But I do maybe I could use voices from beyond to try to give us improved position.
Mm.
So it says if I could Enoch realizes that this has gone south and that they were betrayed by the skulls, and he reaches out to the void to try to figure out to gain a special insight into how they can get out of this fucking mess. And so I would push my luck,
Okay.
and oh, I think it just happens when I push my
Well,
luck.
yeah, sorry, I just want to get an idea of what everyone's doing, and then we'll
Oh, okay,
try to work out the best way to order those.
okay.
Blake, how about Elias?
I think he's still like stopping singing while he's sitting on the floor. And it's like, oh shit, it's just happened too quickly. So he's there, but not really actively helping combat at this second.
Um, so you're still angry? Are you like taking a rash action to clear that, or are you, or do you think you've?
Well,
I'm not sure.
would I still be angry? Because this is like 6 hours later, isn't it?
Well, it's not that. I mean, I guess it's sometime later, but
Oh, well, I'm still
uh,
angry then.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, unless you think that like barging into Deacon Broussard's back, um,
yeah, but that
was
was hours ago. I thought this is later. Um,
okay, but you're
all right, so now I'm angry because we've been betrayed by the
no, 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 no,
skull.
no. So I'm trying to figure out whether you have cleared that condition or not. And so
Yeah, I
my
thought we were
question
like three
is,
to 6 hours later. So I'm like,
well,
well,
the time doesn't matter. We're in the same hunt, right?
yeah,
Um,
okay. No, he's not angry
so
anymore.
okay, so what are you doing?
Um, yeah, he was singing with the skulls, and now it just sort of happened so quickly. So he's just sitting there waiting, see what happens here, how he can help in some way.
Okay. Well, let's start with Enoch, I think, because you're in a hopeless situation right now.
Okay.
So I think you need to find a different way of approaching this. I mean, like ritual to physical violence is probably a different way, but I think any edge you can get to get you out of hopeless is good. Um, so you're sorry, say that again, Jose. Exactly what you're going to try to do is.
So mechanically, I'm using voices from beyond.
Mm,
Narratively, I think um, we see Enoch kind of because the skulls were resting on something, right? Oh, there was that Bible, right? Um, uh,
which you
um,
took, right?
which we took, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, um, but I just see Enoch going down on both knees, like trying to tune into the situation here to see if there's any way out. I mean, he's looking for a
Mm,
way out, an escape route for them, because obviously they came in with the wrong approach.
Yeah,
and were mistaken. So he's trying to, yeah, use the connect to the void to try to figure out a way, a new
yeah.
way to approach this problem.
So I think maybe your insight could be something like, while these skulls were on that Bible, as hairy as things were getting, they weren't really as out of control. So maybe there's something about that Bible
The Bible. Okay.
that will constrain them. Maybe they were put on that Bible for this very reason.
Okay. All right. So the Bible could
Um,
become helpful for us. Okay.
so do you think, in terms of the action, like that insight, will give you improved position when you follow up on it? So like,
Yeah.
I'm presuming you still have that Bible somewhere. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
So
it's
if
in
we
the
still have the
satchel.
Bible, then
Yeah.
maybe I pull it out of my backpack and I just start doing my best to start reading from it. I open it up and I just start reading whatever's in there, and I can't understand a word of what I'm saying, but I'm just reading the Bible.
Um, I guess is it also in like early modern French, or is it in Latin? What do we think?
We'll say it's in some kind like some kind of weird vernacular French from the 17th century.
Yeah, yeah,
But Enoch did take those high school French lessons, so he can at least pronounce it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He doesn't understand what he's saying, but at least he can pronounce the words.
Okay. So is this connecting with the void, right? Like
Sure,
some trying
that
to
makes
trying to use that power, by the power of Christ, I compel thee, right?
yes,
That's
that's the one. Hopefully, he's reading the right passage and not something else.
oh shit, is this Revelation?
It's a Song of Songs.
Uh, so yeah, connect, I think.
Sure.
And this will
Um,
simply be going for broke because you are um, working with improved position from hopeless.
okay, so I hit it's an action roll with Go for
Action roll.
Broke, and I have 2 dots in Connect,
And I don't know
and
if
I
Elias
could
wanted
push
to
my
help.
luck,
If
or other people could help me.
yeah, Elias can help, and you can push your luck if you want to go big.
So, what's he doing? I'm not sure how I could help. Um,
Well, correcting pronunciation or joining in the cadence or
yeah, I'll just repeat what he says after him, sort of thing. So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Two voices compelling demons out of here are always better, right? The Exorcist taught us that. Um,
All
okay,
right, and
so
I can
Mark,
push my luck.
you can also push your luck. Jose, if you mark 2 luck, Blake, if you mark 1 luck, and that will be 4 dice going for broke.
go for it.
All right, let's see what happens. The dice roller has not been kind. Maybe it will turn around. Oh yeah, it
Much
did.
better.
Two
Smash
Crits!
it.
sixes.
Uh, wow. Okay, well, crits are always good. You also get free XP for crits.
Oh, great.
Uh,
That's hope or
hope,
XP?
yeah, yeah,
Hope. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, hope. I feel hopeful. Something's happening. There's a
So,
vibration
yeah,
of
so
light
like,
coming into this cavern.
yeah, tell us what this looks like. I mean, how does this kind of turn the tide, or at least give them some second thoughts about how easy this is going to be?
So I think there's kind of a vibration in from our voices, Enoch and Elias. They start becoming really resonant. We still don't understand what the fuck we're saying, but the voices are getting louder, and I think the skulls. There's one skull on Summerhill, right? And then the other skulls are kind of, I don't know, they're floating around him or something. And we just see them all kind of start. They don't actually make noise, do they? Um,
Well, I guess part of this ritual was to like sing, right? So maybe they are
Maybe
now
they do make
vocal.
noise, but then they all
Yeah.
start screaming and like moving in erratic patterns around Summerhill, rather than in this kind of, uh, more coordinated dance. Um, and um, and I think Enoch and Elias just keep the scene going on, and hopefully Jemma and Victor can take advantage of this somehow.
Yeah. Um, Now also, I think I have to reveal to you some kind of void clue for crits on going for broke. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Um, okay. Yeah, let's take a break now and then we'll come back for the rest of the showdown.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I think this what should we call it? A Bible Club speed reading is having an effect. Um So we have Victor and Jemma taking on the Summerhill demon. Do we think this is um, kind of straight up teamwork? Is one of these a setup and the other one the kind of main effect? What do you think?
What are you thinking, Mark?
So looking at the rules, if we act together, then we each make an action roll. And on a strong hit, we do it. On any hit, we mark one luck to get, so one to get the other person out of a bad spot. Um, does this, if we roll multiple sixes separately, does that count as a crit on this? Or no, that's you have to have a special ability, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if it's a setup, um, then it would give the other person increased impact.
So it'd be like you're currently going for broke because Enoch and Elias's efforts have gotten you out of this hopeless attack. So a setup would help you get to just whiskey.
Oh, it would improve the position,
Yeah,
you're saying.
that's
Okay.
that, that's the way I read it.
So how about if if you want to take the like the big punch, I will do a setup for you.
Okay, yeah, no, sounds good.
Um, and see if I can, let's see, from a setup action, indirect effect, increased impact. So I think that how do we want this to look? Okay. 'Cause when
Uh,
you
are you doing like a feint distraction? Essentially, you're getting up in the face as I've snuck around to the backside to then leap from there.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I think that if it's okay with you, Donna, she's doing it in a way that is she's approaching in this way that's very show offy. So she's wrecking as she goes along, like breaking rocks, um, casting aside these I don't know, something. Like there's an iron cart there that she like throws out of the way.
You have
Busting
like a
some
big
floating
heavy
skulls.
pick or something that
Yeah.
you're smashing against the walls,
Yes.
in a terrible idea, but
Looks super cool.
looks
Yeah.
super
It's
cool.
not
Yeah.
going to bring the mine down. Don't worry. Don't
Obviously not.
worry.
Just don't roll a miss, right? Um, so you've got
I'm going to
two
push
rank.
myself.
You're gonna put, of course you are.
I
Um,
have to push myself to have instigated the occult hands.
Yes. Okay.
So I'll get the extra die from that.
Okay.
So that's 3. I think that's all I can manage. All right. So
Yeah.
what's my position going to be? Go for broke, you say?
Go for broke, indeed.
Okay. Increase exposure for a benefit. 3 dice. All right.
Increased impact, but there is a worse consequence. Interesting. A worse consequence. Oh no. So yeah, let's
Oh, wait a second. I have dis to body because I'm exhausted. Does
okay.
that mean I should have
Uh
rolled a
you should have rolled one less die. Um Unless you think you have ignored the demands of a situation to steal a moment of respite. It like there's also a 4 there, so I'm happy to just hand
Yeah,
wave
okay.
this. Yeah.
Very good.
Even if we take away your best die, it's still the same effect.
Very good. Thanks.
Unless you want to roll again and pray for a 6 or a
Nope.
crit.
No,
You're
I
not
know how
willing
those
to.
go.
Yeah. Okay. I tried to tempt you into rolling a miss, but you're not. The player is not willing to make a deal with the darkness. Um. Yeah. So I think you hit the walls of the tunnel, and like all of the skulls are like facing you, and like, oh, what is going on here? And I think you hear um this whistling noise again, because like as soon as you hit the third time, the crack that's running down this tunnel breaches even wider. What
Oof,
could
oof, oof.
possibly go wrong?
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. Listen, I botched
Oh.
the other thing. You're good.
Well, I mean, like, at least Victor is in the air now, so,
Yeah,
it is not in danger of falling into the crack.
definitely not. All right, so building the roll. So I start by looking, I have 2 in a rec, so that's 2 dice.
Yeah.
Then where
You,
else do I pair off dice information from?
so you can push your luck, so you can mark 2 luck to get an extra die,
All right.
or you can make a deal with the darkness.
Is it an or
Uh,
both?
it's or,
Okay. Well, we talked about our broken pen deal. How do we feel about that?
which will mean like you're not able to amend this contract
At least not
getting out of here.
not easily.
Yeah,
There may
yeah.
be some,
Let's go first. Yeah, take those, unmark those 2 luck, and you know, or it falls into the ravine, right, as you drop it.
yeah. So just not as can't, do the contract as easily.
Yeah.
Um,
So that is 3 dice, and because of your setup from Jemma, you are taking a risky action.
okay. So 3 dice risky. 6.
Uh, okay. You're. I just got a notice to say you're on the like old edition, but it doesn't matter. You rolled a 6. The dice don't lie. Um,
Oh,
So take a risky action 6. You do it. Describe how. This is the easiest result for me because I don't have to think of
yeah.
anything.
Now, yeah. So I think Gemma does the setup and it gets a little rocky, but like something, Victor is fed and he is feeling a lot better than he has in a moment. He's encased in this place that is familiar yet dissonant to him. He's been surrounded by cave before, and he's stalking prey. And he goes forward and he just leaps. And I think the pen clatters out and the sunglasses fall off and shatter against the ground. And we see his eyes have that same red haze just sort of encompassing them near entirely as his fingers go from blunt, normal nails to much sharper and sink into the meat of the shoulders and wrench down and out, literally tearing the body into his teeth going in. And I think there's that black viscous liquid, and we see like part of it just like absolutely coat fucking Jemma off to the side as this body gets torn in half. Probably gets on Victor too. He's just this monstrous strength that he should not have.
Flash damage. Uh, okay. I mean, that'll do it. And I think, the body and like a couple of the skulls like fall, like start toppling into the ravine down into hell itself. And like maybe that friendly head jibes, "We'll be back."
Flip it off. Damn skull.
So yeah, and this ravine is opening wider, right? So like now you're kind of on your heels, standing against um the wall of the tunnel, and it's like, how do we update this, you know, contract right now? What do we do?
The fangs are out, the pens aren't there, or the nails are out, and we see at least Victor like puncture the tip of his thumb with his index fingers, like sharp claw. And he's like the most kindergarten writing, like smudgy using finger, like having like can't like make fine print, can't like is doing his best to just. I mean, and surprisingly, like I think Victor knows like legalese, like which is because if you think about it, like back before all this bullshit, he was being groomed to be like a Montenegro heir and like was probably like in law school prep, like pre-law or some bullshit. Uh, and yeah, so he knows the words and he knows the knowledge. He doesn't remember the cognizance of the situation as much around it. Um, and we see him like amend the deal. Um, and ooh, who else? The labor, there had to have at least been a Hallwell somewhere along the lines that worked as a miner. And so I think without Summerhill, he just yanks Jemma over from where she'd sort of still covered in goo and is just like, right, sign here. He like dabs his thumb at a point. Like,
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
it sounds like I mean, legalese amending contracts sounds like Reed to me, right?
oh
What
God.
do you think?
Um,
Um,
Probably
maybe
is.
not Victor's strong point,
Yeah,
but
probably not Victor's strong point. He used to be
he,
before he was,
he was not paying attention to his legal studies down the hole, right?
no, he was too busy thinking about
Um,
Lisa Briarwood.
Can I help? Can I
s-
say we need to
Yeah, you know
sign
who's good
here
at
and here?
read?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, does Elias like take Victor's hand, bloody
Yeah, I'm
claw, and
like,
like
yep,
write the new clause in?
yep.
Clause. That it was not a pun, but
But it's good, and we'll take it.
okay. So Elias, why don't you roll your read, and you can get help from someone who
Yeah, I'll help.
yeah.
So that's
Um,
what we call it? Yeah, luck,
so
right?
yeah, one luck to help. Blake, what are you thinking? Two dice,
Yeah, well, three die with the help, so yeah, that's
three
fine.
dice with the help. Is that enough? Yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
that'd be fine.
You don't assign someone soul away as a deal with the darkness?
Not today.
No?
You got a better offer. That's kind of a shoddy one for something so small.
Oh, I'll burn a couple of luck, bugger. So I'll do another dice as well.
Okay.
All right, so four dice.
So four dice, risky action.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
go. Oh, look at
wow.
that.
The devil is on
Damn.
your side. Three sixes.
Have you seen Elias's last name?
Yeah.
It's appropriate. All right. So,
So one Faustian bargain saves the day.
mm,
Uh, Blake, why don't you describe like what happens, how close everyone comes to toppling into this abyss
Yeah. So
before
it's
you
getting
dot the
windier,
last.
and we're kind of looking at the writing and looking back at the thing, and we're like, oh no, we haven't covered that clause. Need to write another line here. And then, yeah, we sign it all, and then the wind just stops.
Okay. And the crack closes or just is eerily silent.
Eerily silent. I don't think it closes. Not in this place.
Yeah. Okay.
And do we see the souls of the miners somehow freed? Do they come out of the crack or?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's a triple crit, so Blake, are you saving souls as well? A little bit of a loophole that frees them.
Yeah, maybe we hear them singing the song as they float up into the roof or something. The seven of them. And obviously it doesn't sound anywhere near as good as what Enoch and I did.
We nailed it,
Yeah.
man.
It's the Silent Falls boy band. Yeah.
Boy,
Okay.
Amos
That's
got a good
it.
voice.
You joke, but I'd play that game.
The what's the game? The long bus ride to Collingwood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hunt done.
So is this essentially is the mine now useless as a mine given this gigantic breach to hell, or
I mean, I think
I think there's an
the
interesting
Monteros
debate.
will be mining other things, just not silver.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
I mean,
oh
maybe
boy,
that's what they were aiming for all along, right?
That
I mean,
makes sense to
the
me.
silver
That
mine
definitely.
wasn't making a profit in the 80s when they bought it. They bought
we've
it for
done their
something.
we've done their work for them. Oh my
Capitalism
God.
always wins, right?
I mean, it's for Victor. It's his family.
Kitty!
Happy
Cat.
kitty.
Um, okay. Well, let us do our post-hunt shenanigans, and then I guess we will see how much downtime we can fit in. Sorry. So post-hunt shenanigans.
I mean, Elias's drive is prove there are supernatural creatures out there. I think that gets a big tick.
Yeah, so sorry, this is Fallout. So generate alarm. A hunt might have witnesses, and there's always evidence left behind. The people of Silent Falls don't generally want to believe in monsters and other strange phenomenon. So how much alarm do we think this is? Smooth and quiet, contained, loud and chaotic, or wild?
Well,
Well,
we
I
You
can
mean,
can.
there's the
certainly
miners,
cover
there's the
it.
cops.
I think it's between loud and I think it's between contained and loud and chaotic, personally. I would
Hmm.
call it three alarm, but
I don't feel about that.
I'm good with that. I think it makes sense. I think there's alarm, there's change, there's job issues. There's a lot of stuff going on with it. It's definitely an
Hmm.
attention spot for a moment.
Exploding bombs on the back of buses
Yeah,
and
well, that's
stuff.
not related to, but like the miners, the police, the Monteneros, the Brassards, no, that's not contained.
Sounds loud and chaotic to me.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, there are also certain actions or items that garner additional attention. No firearms, no weird items. I'm not sure there was property damage. except within the mine. A regular person was killed. I mean, I guess, but that was like before you got on the scene. And then the showdown was not in public with witnesses, so it's only 4, no extras. Whoop whoop.
Where does that put us
At
for
4.
panic? Oh, okay, good. So because
Yeah,
we took a panic last time. Okay.
yeah. Well, actually, you'd taken a panic the previous time, and you were already working towards trying to make the town
Right.
trust you again.
Yes.
Strings, no strings. Or no, the keeper takes 1 string for each level of panic the pact has marked, in addition to any strings they gain. So I guess, yeah, I am inclined to take a string on Victor.
Hell yeah, do it.
It's just 1 string, right? It's not like 1 string per.
Yeah, you're right. That's the way I'm reading
Yeah,
it too.
yeah. Because I'm terrible at using strings anyway.
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah.
Are you marking these somewhere on the keeper that I should be looking, or is it someplace else?
Yeah, so the strings should be on your character keeper just below your conditions.
Oh, I see.
There's space for 3 there. And then
But
the
I mean the
alarm.
the
Yeah, so the
alarm.
alarm is on the pact sheet.
Oh, the pact
That's to
sheet.
do with the pact in general.
Oh, I see it.
So hope and bond. So you generate hope for individual hunters and bond for the pact. So you have so whenever you go for broke, you would mark XP. I keep forgetting about that to remind you in play. So I think maybe uh, everyone might have done one of those.
I know I
Uh,
did.
Yeah, I
And
yeah,
it
did too.
feels like Jemma might have done more than one, but that's just me.
She did one, definitely.
yeah. One is enough, usually, I find. Uh, and then you have some triggers, which you'll see at the bottom, just where you have hope. So you have your playbook specific one. So for the defector, it's you address the challenge with brazen confidence or heartfelt vulnerability. Um,
Do we want
and
to go through
then
those one at a time, or just on
yeah,
our own, or how do you want
let's
to do
go
it?
through them one at a time. So for Victor, brazen confidence, I think, was how you approach most things.
Yeah, that is sort of how he just kind of swaggers.
Yeah, so mark that.
Hmm.
Um, embodied your background or drive. So
What
these
is
are
the
the
background? I see
this
drive,
is
but
your field specialty origin. So
oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I think I definitely fucked around with the, occult, and asking a couple questions here and there.
yeah, and I guess you dug into your drive as well. So that's 1 tick. Um, you expressed your beliefs, or they were tested or changed. Um, what do you
It's
think? I think
it's
you.
House is as good as he thinks.
I mean, you certainly, yeah, was weird around Jemma, right?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And then you portrayed your relationship to the Pact or people of Silent Falls.
Pretty sure that happened. I feel like that we talked about like his relation to the little G, Broussard, Lisa, his family,
The
seemed
goat.
really
Yeah,
the
of
goat,
course.
my goat that I helped birth.
Okay, so that's your hope. Uh, Elias. So same list except for your playbook specific question, which is you approach the challenge with ingenuity or knowledge.
And I mean, I went to the library and looked up stuff, and
Yep, works for me. Your background or drive.
well, that's academic. And he was trying to find out about supernatural, so big
Yeah.
tick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you need to prove supernatural creatures are out there anymore. I think that might have been proven without a scintilla of
Maybe
a
that needs to be
doubt.
altered a bit.
Yeah.
Um, you expressed your beliefs or they were tested or changed.
Eh, He expressed his beliefs by putting a milkshake condom over the back of the bus.
The pact can make a difference. Uh,
Mm.
um,
No, but I mean that's why they went back into the mine to do it. They were trying
yeah,
to free the miners' souls in that. That's
yep, works for me. And you
yeah.
portrayed your relationship to the pact or people of Sun Falls. I think that's pretty
Eh,
straightforward.
maybe not so much that one.
I mean, your relationship with the pact. You went on this library excursion with Jemma.
Oh no, well
You
yeah, he
know,
got angry when
yeah,
they were hassling his friend and he stuck
yeah,
up for his
yeah,
friend. So yeah. No,
yeah,
that's true. Not that she needed rescuing, but
no.
he wasn't thinking clearly. These guys pissed him off.
Speaking of our damsel in distress, Jemma, you approached a challenge with force of will or brawn. I think that one is pretty straightforward.
Not a stretch.
Yeah, a bit of a stretch. I mean, we should dock you XP for not decking Broussard, right, several
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
You embodied your background or drive.
I think drive, I would say. I'd take that.
Mhm. You expressed your beliefs, or they were tested or changed.
I don't think that happened.
You
So
don't think over the course of the sessions you like saw or acted on something otherworldly about Enoch?
I mean, I know um I saw it happen. I know that he was connecting to the void at or to the darkness
Hmm.
there in the cave, but I don't know if that really counts as um expressing, testing, or changing. I don't think any of those things happened.
Okay. And your relationship to the Pact or people of Sound Falls.
Yeah, I would take that.
Okay. And the Pact earns bond by hitting narrative triggers as well. Um,
Did we get Enoch? Did everybody get their? I'm sorry, I was not
oh no,
paying
no, sorry.
attention.
Sorry. The unshaped was blocked on my screen. I said, oh, that's the last one. Sorry, Jose. So for you, you expect a challenge with courage or empathy.
Well, courage, foolhardiness. I mean, what's the difference, really?
Getting
Okay.
into a car with a vampire that said you smell good.
Yeah, get in the car.
Foolishness, um, embodied your background or drive.
I sang. I'm a singer-songwriter. And my drive was to keep Silent Falls safe for the Briarwoods.
Yeah.
So I think I'll take that one.
Okay. You expressed your beliefs, or they were tested or changed.
Um, um, I think I did through a couple of times throughout the hunt express the belief that Elias knows his stuff, and is just the kind of new blood that the pack needs right now. Like deferring to him in terms of his knowledge and stuff.
Mm,
So I would take one for that.
okay.
Oh, but now I'm full.
Now you're full. Okay. Shocking.
Okay.
You better spend some.
I'll have to spend some, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get any more, right? Because I'm full.
You can never have more than 8 hope at a time.
Okay, so that's good. We'll stop
Yeah.
there.
So the pact, you successfully completed the hunt. Yay.
Yay.
So can someone mark these for us? Top right of the pact.
On Bond.
On
I got
bond.
it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
I
Cool.
just
Case
did it.
got it.
Nice.
Cool.
You got in over your heads.
Yes, we did.
Literally?
Does our
Uh,
faction status with the Pentecostals go down?
oh, definitely. Yes. I put it in there as expectation that it would go down, but I didn't want to assume that
It's
you would
okay. We'll
run them
fix
up
the
the wrong
resort
way.
next time we play. We'll get us to the resort.
You expressed or challenged your pack's reputation or promise. So
Definitely the
your reputation
promise.
is the people of Silent Falls are skeptical about our capacity to make a difference, and the promise is we won't let one another shoulder the burden alone. Uh,
I think we
yeah,
stuck together
that's
pretty well.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
And then the pack struggled due to inner conflict or interpersonal drama.
There was some noisiness towards the end with Enoch and Jemma questioning Victor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
so this whole blood thing is kind of awkward.
So
We
he's
have to
drinking
work on
blood. Are
that.
you sure that looks like a weird European drink? No, it's it says AB positive on the side. Look at this can.
Okay. So, yeah. So now what we do is everyone. So downtime. I know Jose and Mark are familiar with this from before, but I'll kind of explain it anyway. Um, you're gonna spend your XP to do downtime actions. Um, I say XP, but it's Pact
Hope.
Bond and your character's hope. And you see at the bottom of your sheet, just below your, or just to the right of your hope triggers, it says downtime beats. So there are like two columns. Um, the one on the left is basically, well, kind of normal beats for your character. Some of them are held in common, and some of them at the bottom are specific to your playbook. And then to the right, there's ones that are kind of basic beats that are all kind of fairly standard.
I had an
Um,
idea for a project for Elias. I don't know where it would fit, but I'll just say what it basically because he believes everything's related to the lunar cycle, right? So all the landmarks in the town tab, he's going to take a photo of at waxing, zenith, nadir, and waning moon, and then we've got like a photographic library of all the town landmarks at night during each of the lunar phases. So this will be an ongoing project for him. What would that be?
so, what are you trying to achieve with this
So
chart?
we've got like a time and date. This is what these landmarks looked at night, not with the different sort of phases of the moon. It's part of his kind of research into everything's related to the lunar cycle, but also if anything happens, we can go back and go, look, this is what it used to look like. It's not like that now. So it's kind of a reference point where people can use later as well.
Okay, but what will that do for you? So, like, is this an asset for the pact? Like, is this
Yes, he really enjoys doing it as well, but yeah, it'll be an asset for the Pact as well because he'll keep like a copy at the dagger and one on his own.
so like in terms of like do we count it as like a library, so kind of some kind of
Yeah,
research
yeah, like a photographic library
asset?
of
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so you'll see uh work on a long-term project is on your beats. So
Okay, yep,
it costs two hope. And you're going to make basically an action roll, a fortune roll using the relevant trait. So I guess it'll be read.
yeah,
Um, yeah, read makes the most sense. And that'll basically the result on the dice will fill in segments. I think this clock, which is basically adding an asset to the pact, is going to be a 6 segments clock.
okay. So fortune rolls just um
There's no downside. We're just looking for the highest result. That's
okay.
why it's technically a fortune roll, not an action roll.
Um, all right, and this is two dice. That's it. No, that's oh, 5 and a 6. Bam.
Okay, so that's 3 segments. So what does this look like? Like how long do you think this takes for
Well, he's getting each of the
Elias?
lunar phases, so maybe 2 months all up, sort of thing. Make sure he's got a couple of photos of each thing, and he'll take the best one and then copy that. And there's probably some shots of him taking some pictures of the cypress tree at night, and then he hears something and then runs off because he doesn't know what else is out there. There's another shot of him looking at the photos on the table with Fitzroy, and they both got shot glasses. And
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Fitzroy tells you some blood-curdling story from like a century ago about this time there was like some crazy moon, and this is what happened.
I'm like, if people knew that about the cypress tree, oh no, they wouldn't go there at all. That wouldn't be a teenage hangout.
What's he tell you that makes you wish he had not like that you're
I'll
glad that he
probably,
didn't tell you before you went out there at the full moon last night?
yeah, someone was sacrificed out there.
Okay.
Of course, it could be full of shit. We've had undead stuff to lie to us before. But yeah, I'll have a copy of the pictures at the dagger, and I'll have a copy as well. That's just a
Okay.
ongoing project for him.
So nice. Anyone else go out with you on this, or is this an Elias
Oh,
solo
anyone
run?
else can come out. I want to. He's got to go to
I,
quite a few different locations, so
I think Victor goes with you. He's
yeah.
out, just being out and about the house, and I think he just makes some remarks that are just a little unsettling about like something with like the way the moon looked at different points. And you're like, wait, that was 30 years ago. Like that doesn't make sense. Victor, you're silly. Just
Hmm.
tags along.
Okay. Cool. Uh, Mark, how about Gemma? Do you have anything in mind?
I do. And um, I don't
Gonna
think that has been
retire.
taken yet. I'm gonna retire now. I'm gonna take Troubled Past. I haven't taken that yet, it looks like. And that is someone from your past pays you a visit. Who is it and what do they want? Take a condition, your choice to represent how they've hurt you, and take a new ability from your playbook. So I am open to suggestions about who this person might be, from her past,
Yeah.
and we can work on that next time. Is that cool with you, Donna?
Well, I mean, I'm happy to give it a few minutes of play.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a person on your connections list this should be? I mean, we did introduce Glorax last
Yeah.
time as a, but like, do they arrive in town, or is it like your rival bartender from Collingwood, Mercy Yates, or what's going on?
Yeah, I kind of want it to be something even a little bit juicier. So I wonder if maybe it is um let's see. It is
What's
someone from
juicier
your
than a
past.
demon, right?
Well, maybe a time traveling witch.
Okay.
Um and so I'm wondering if it's Julian North. Um and I don't know how they have a
Now
past
we're really
together.
going back.
Yeah, and I don't know why she is here. Those are the things that I'm kind of interested in.
Someone from your past, though. So,
Yeah, I mean, has she encountered her in the past? That's the question.
I mean, like, what do they want from you? They show up, right?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
what I'm wondering. And how did they hurt her? Um, or should it be is Shanna still in town? I don't know if she is. Let's come back to
uh,
me.
oh, okay. Well, we let you ruminate on exactly
Yes.
who you want to hurt you
And how?
and how. Jose, how about Enoch?
I've got a lot of hope to spend. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about maybe a double whammy here. Let's see, what was I thinking? A seek solace and a level up. We'll use up. Will that use up? That'll use up a chunk of hope. Um, so I think for the seek solace, I think because his solace is camaraderie, um, but just regular old camaraderie, not with like weird supernatural creatures. Um, uh, so I think we see him back at his apartment that he shares with Justin and Jordan, the skateboarding twins, and they're smoking a joint. Maybe Kathleen the cat is with them, and she's like splayed out across Justin and Jordan's lap, purring. And Mr. Snuggles is there, and Enoch's playing the guitar, and they're just singing stupid songs together, um, and um, and chilling. But then we see afterwards the twins have fallen asleep, and uh, and Enoch puts Mr. Snuggles on his lap and pulls out the Bible, and he starts reading passages to Mr. Snuggles, and they have a conversation about the Bible, and maybe sings a few tunes, putting some of the Bible songs to making hymns out of them. And I think I'll take a dot and connect from that after all he's experienced during this hunt of connecting with the void.
So this is the level up, right? So I'll just mark one of those for
Right.
you.
Oh, sorry, I haven't
Yeah,
marked them yet. Did you mark them for me? Okay, good.
yeah,
Okay.
I just marked it. Yeah, so
And then
mark
the
that.
Seek Solace, I need to, I was going to do a
You,
Seek Solace.
yeah, so you rolling 3d6.
3d6. Okay.
Uh, yeah, and I
On
think
the
you can just make this a
regular,
fortune roll.
oh, I closed the,
Uh,
hold on, I have to find that. Um, where is it? There it is. Enoch. And it's a fortune roll. And
fortune
it's
roll with, sorry, 4 dice? No,
four
three
dice.
dice. Three
Three
dice.
dice.
Yeah.
It's the number
Uh,
of, it's the
it's
doom
the
I have
number of
left.
unticked doom. Yeah.
Okay. And
And you're just taking, you're going to lose, you're going to untick luck equal to the highest die you roll.
okay. Where did I put that? It's right there. Oh, so the highest die roll is 3. So that wasn't so great, but it's better than nothing.
Bad. Okay. So unmark, uncheck 3 luck.
Okay.
Um,
And I can put the dot. Okay.
yeah. And is there something kind of quirky about this Bible now that you've had time to um, look at it in more detail outside of the kind of old bowels of hell?
Is there something quirky about this Bible? He still barely understands what he's saying most of the time, but it's somehow inspiring him. It's like somehow stabilizes some kind of connection between him and these void whispers. It's like provides like a channel that keeps it in control. Because I'm just thinking about that double crit I got when he first started reading the Bible. That there's some connection between him and this book. I mean, he's not a religious kid. Um, uh, Certainly not in any traditional way. Um, but I think it's connecting him to some sense of like he always knew that there was bad shit out there, but now maybe he has a sense like there's something maybe on his side, um, beyond Mr. Snuggles, who can't always be trusted to be acting in his best interest.
How did you know where he came from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Boy, so that is like 6 hope, right?
That's
To,
6 hope, so I'll take
yeah,
that off now.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 6. Okay.
Okay, how about Victor? What do you have in mind?
Yeah, I've got a couple of different ideas. Um, I think a work on an LTP could be interesting for like finding out like what happened to him or like where he's been, like the timeline stuff. I don't know if
So
that's,
like restoring your memories, right?
yeah, restoring the memories.
I mean, going around with me to the landmarks might actually help with that if he's been in town a while.
Kind of restoring the memories and connecting certain dots. It could be
Yeah. Um,
yeah. I think he goes back to places. I think some of that is uh with Elias, but I think it's also like he goes back to that one tree that was familiar, which is like the tree where Lisa died. Um, and he like digs his hand into the earth there and breathes, and he just like remembers he's been there so many times, but something different happened. He like the way that Enoch smelled like Lisa, but also not. The way as he like moved around the home, the opening like gaping chasms of the walls around him inside of the cave, reminding him of like the hole that's in the Montanero's basement that he, spent some time hanging out in apparently. Just like little flashes of things to try to get those memories back.
yeah. Um, so yeah, you have, I guess, four. Um, no, what do we think
Oh, I
this
just I
is?
just
Is this
unput two. I had five.
uh sorry, yeah, but I'm trying to figure out what the action rating would be to
Okay.
make progress on this. I mean, connect seems like it makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
So I think I'll make this a four, uh, restoring your own memories. It shouldn't be like going to be interesting to get to the end, I think, and it's not going to be mechanically advantageous. It's just like story beat, right? So let's make it a four segment clock.
Okay.
So yeah, roll one action die and or one fortune die and see where we get.
A two.
So this is one segment. So what do you think? Like, you think it's something about Lisa or something about like when you were made a vampire or something
Mhm.
about the hole you were in? Like, where do you want to fill in the gaps here?
I think it's about spending time in the hole. I think that's the first precursor of the memory, is realizing that he's known that time's been a little off, but like this is kind of cementing it, like the growth of the trees, the time and remembering just staring for hours and hours and hours at like that same scenery of that's inside that like seam crack that's in the cave now, in the mine.
And I think perhaps you remember like people coming to visit you, or at least like giving you something to feed on. Maybe
Yeah, I
you
think he
have,
remembers Jack turning someone's wrist in the same manner that they moved Enoch's hand in the room as they like brought it to his mouth, that like same hand flip gesture.
yeah, I like it.
And then I had another two ideas, possibly one of, well, not to do both, but do one or the other. I think acquire an asset, getting the car could be interesting because it could have some fun like bonuses and negatives and things like that. Also, God, y'all's cars suck. Uh, but
I mean, that's why they love them, right?
I know. Or maybe like a seek solace. Um,
Yeah, I mean, you haven't ticked a lot of luck.
yeah.
So yeah, whatever make, or you could just save. Like if you save for like a four the next time, I guess you might be able to level up or do something like that.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
no,
but
that's good. Yeah.
whatever makes the most sense to you. If you want to acquire an asset, uh,
No, he'll get the car next game. At the
okay,
end of
great.
the next one, we'll do that. Well, not hopefully, maybe we'll do a longer one. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just looking at the time. Mark, do you have an idea for who's going to hurt you? Any preference?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Glorax, as
Okay.
suggested. And I think that Glorax is back, and Glorax I think that it's some lawnmower man style shit because Gemma's walking by a payphone, a bank of payphones that all ring. She goes to pick it up and it is Glorax. And Glorax wants her to um to take care of a to take care of one of the people who's going to be attending the occult convention that Lorax has been setting up.
Yeah.
Occultist convention, yes.
Take care of like in a Al Pacino kind of way or a Mary Poppins kind of way.
Yeah, it's like taking care of Marcellus Wallace's wife. We don't know
Okay.
until
So like where does Glorax is like Glorax communicating with you like on a bulletin board or like does she actually
she's everywhere
manifest?
now. She's
Okay.
But it's always electronic. So yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
actually manifest physically here.
So like you're in the video store looking at the latest garbage VCRs, and like she appears in the
Um,
TV screen in the
yep,
corner, right?
exactly.
And do you want to give this blessed person who you've been asked to take care of a name?
I do. And I am going to say that that person's name is Michael. I don't think we have any Mikes or Michaels in the game here. And it is Michael
Knight, Michael Knight. He's got a black car.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Oh, here, we'll do a little nod. It's Michael Sands.
Okay. Victim of the week.
Exactly.
Um, and how does this make
You're a
you
whole.
feel?
I think that so I can't decide. Somebody help me decide between void touched and afraid. Void touched maybe because it's connecting her more to the maybe I'll take afraid. Um, because this is she thinks that Glorax is everywhere now
Hmm.
and is maybe too powerful. Or
The unknown could be scary.
yeah, should we do
Like you are a
void
shield,
touched?
what if you have to be a sword?
Yes.
Is this the first time you've had to cold-bloodedly murder someone? I mean, take
It
care of
is.
someone?
Yes, yes, it would be. So void touched, maybe we're thinking.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's cool.
cool. I like void touched. I had that once before. It was fun.
Yeah, because act in the interest of the void is such a wonderful, clear condition. Um, okay. Uh, okay, I'm looking at time, and obviously downtime is the best phase, but we probably have to wrap. So let me stop the recording and we'll do our quick debrief. And yeah, thanks for a great hunt.